Hello students, in today's video we are going to learn about SN1 reaction mechanism. Now what is the meaning of SN1? SN1 is the substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction. Now in this substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction we have taken the example of tertiary butyl bromide reacting with hydroxide ion to produce tertiary butyl alcohol and bromide ion is going to produce. Now what is the meaning of substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction? Unimolecular reaction means the rate of the reaction is only depend upon the concentration of one of the reactant, not the both the reactants are involved. Or we can say the substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction follows first order kinetics. First order kinetics means the rate of reaction depend upon concentration of only one reactant. So now here when we talk about the rate of this reaction, then the rate is equal to K into concentration of tertiary butyl bromide. Means only one reactant is involved in the rate determining step. Now in this SN1 reaction, we can find that these reactions are carried out in polar protic solvent, for example water, alcohol, acetic acid. Now what is the meaning of polar protic solvents? Polar protic solvents means those solvents where protons are available and they are also showing the polar nature. For example water. Water is here showing H plus and OH minus ion which are carrying partially positive and partially negative charge. So proton is available over here and these are the protic solvent. So water is protic solvent, alcohol is protic solvent, acetic acid is protic solvent, but these all solvents are polar in nature, means they will have a charge separation. Partial positive and negative charge separation is available in their bond. So always these solvents will have partially positive charge proton, right? So these reactions are carried out in these polar protic solvents. Now the next characteristic of this reaction, that is they are two-step reaction. The first step is formation of carbocation and second step is nucleophilic attack on carbocation. So here substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction comprises of two steps. First step, that is formation of carbocation, and the second step is the attack of nucleophile on carbocation. Now let us see this reaction mechanism, the reaction of tertiary butyl bromide with hydroxide ion. Now I am writing both the steps of this reaction. Now see student, here I have written both the steps of this reaction mechanism. The first is formation of carbocation. Initially, this tertiary butyl bromide undergo ionization process. This ionization process will produce tertiary carbocation. Now, during this ionization process, there will be separation of this bromide ion. The bromine atom is taking this bonding pair of electron with it and undergo ionization process. This is a very slow step, and this step is the rate determining step of the reaction. So you will get tertiary butyl carbocation produced over here and Br minus ion is separated. Now in this step, the polar protic solvent will help for the ionization process, and the slow ionization of this tertiary butyl bromide to make separation of Br minus ion. This energy is needed to break this bond will be supplied by the polar protic solvent. In this polar protic solvent, the hydrogen will be combining with this Br and making separation from this carbon, right? And thus we will get bromide ion separated from the tertiary butyl bromide. Now this carbocation produced, that is the rate determining step. So only one reactant is involved in this rate determining step. That is why this reaction is following first order kinetics, or the rate of this reaction only depend upon the concentration of alkyl halide, that is tertiary butyl bromide, and no nucleophilic involvement in this step. That is why concentration of nucleophile is not involved in the rate of the reaction. Now in second step, this carbocation will get attacked by the nucleophile. So second step is the attack of nucleophile on carbocation. Now this carbocation now comes in contact with the nucleophile and nucleophile will attack on this carbocation. This is the first step to produce the product, that is tertiary butyl alcohol. So you will get the final product, that is tertiary butyl alcohol. This way there are two steps involved in the mechanism of SN1 reaction. Now we will discuss what about the reactivity of the alkyl halide, different alkyl halides towards SN1 reaction. Now in case of alkyl halides, we have methyl halide, primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide and tertiary alkyl halide. Now out of these alkyl halides, which one is having more reactivity towards SN1 reaction? Then the answer is tertiary alkyl halides are more reactive towards SN1 reaction. Now why? Let us see what is the reason for this reactivity of the alkyl halide. Now I am writing over here the reactivity order first. Reactivity order of alkyl halides towards SN1. So tertiary alkyl halides are most reactive towards SN1 reaction as compared to secondary alkyl halides. They are more reactive as compared to primary alkyl halides, and these are more reactive as compared to methyl halides. Now why these tertiary alkyl halides are most reactive, that we have to see. Now in this reaction there are two steps. And in these two steps, the rate determining step involves formation of carbocation and when we talk about the stability of the carbocation, then tertiary carbocation is more stable as compared to secondary. Secondary will be more stable as compared to primary. Primary will be more stable as compared to methyl carbocation. Now, greater the stability of carbocation, faster is the rate of the reaction. Now, let us see how this carbocation is having more stability. This is the tertiary carbocation. This tertiary carbocation have 3 methyl group joined with it. All these 3 methyl group will show plus I effect. And because of this plus I effect, the positive charge will be reduced to some extent. So the positive charge on the carbon will be reduced to some extent. The carbocation will be more stable. And the second reason is hyperconjugation. Hyperconjugation effect will be more here because of these 3 methyl groups, and because of these 3 methyl groups The hyperconjugation is more, stability of tertiary cation is more. So as tertiary carbocations are more stable, tertiary halides are more reactive towards SN1 reaction. Got the point? Now we will discuss about what about allylic halides and benzylic halides. Then primary allylic halides and primary benzylic halides are also more reactive towards SN1 reaction. Let us see how these primary allylic halides and benzylic halides are showing more reactivity towards primary SN1 reaction. Now you can see over here, this is the primary allylic halide. It is forming this carbocation, right? Now this carbocation will show resonance effect with this pi electron of the double bond. So you will get that there is a resonance stabilization. Resonance stabilization of carbocation. Now in this allylic halide, there is a resonance stabilization of this carbocation with these pi electrons. So you will find that now positive charge is carried by this carbon, and between these two carbon the double bond is created. This resonance stabilization of carbocation is responsible towards the SN1 reactivity of the allylic halides. Therefore, primary allylic halides show more reactivity towards the SN1 reaction. Now what about the benzylic halides? Now I will draw the structure, resonance stabilization of benzylic halide. This is the benzylic carbocation. Now this benzylic carbocation will show reactivity towards SN1 reaction due to the resonance stabilization. So here the resonance structures I am drawing for the benzylic carbocation. Now this pi electron shifted towards this carbon. Therefore, double bond is created between these two carbon and positive charge is shifted here. Now, as soon as positive charge comes over here, these pi electrons are shifted over here, and therefore you will get the another resonance structure. And now the positive charge is shifted on this carbon. Again, there will be shifting of the pi electrons over here, and you will find another resonance structure. This way, there will be resonance stabilization of this carbocation. This is shown by allylic halide, this is shown by benzylic halide. And as the stabilization of carbocation is more, the rate of SN1 reaction will be more. And therefore, allylic halides, benzylic halides and tertiary alkyl halides All these three are showing more reactivity towards the SN1 reaction. Students, I hope this video will be helpful for you to understand SN1 reaction. If you like watching my video, like, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.